Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today's video is going to be a little different. Think of it as a casual hangout, like we're just sitting together, sipping coffee and spilling all the weird, wonderful things that make me, well, me. I feel like sometimes we just see each other through screens, so I wanted to peel back a layer and share 35 fun facts about myself that you probably didn't know. Some are quirky, some are kinda embarrassing, and some might even surprise you. They definitely surprised me when I remembered them. So, whether you're new here or you've been around for a while, I hope you get to know me a little better through these little snippets of my life. And please, don't leave me hanging. Drop your own fun facts in the comments. I love reading about you guys and what makes you unique. All right, let's jump in and get vulnerable together. Okay, let's start strong with something a little quirky. I have this bizarre ability to remember the exact date and time of the most random events. Like, I can literally tell you the last time I lost a sock. It was June 14th at 8:32 p.m. Don't ask why I know that. I just do. It's totally useless, but also kind of a party trick. My friends think it's hilarious and occasionally a little creepy. I've always wondered if this is just my brain's way of trying to keep things organized, or if I'm actually part robot. Either way, it means I'm your go-to for remembering people's birthdays, anniversaries, or the last time we had pizza together. So if you ever need a weirdly specific memory jogged, I'm your person. If I'm not making music or filming, you'll probably catch me sketching in my notebook. I'm obsessed with doodling, especially when I'm on the phone or zoning out during long meetings. There's just something so soothing about letting your mind wander while your pen does its own thing. My art isn't exactly museum quality, unless stick figures become the next big trend, but it's such a fun way to relax and express myself. Plus, looking back at old sketches always makes me laugh at what was on my mind at the time. Highly recommend picking up a pen and just seeing what happens. Alright, let's talk about food. I am fully unapologetically obsessed with matcha lattes. I don't know when it started, but now it's basically my personality. If there's a cafe with matcha on the menu, you bet I'm trying it. Hot, iced, with oat milk, coconut milk. Give me all the matcha. It's funny because I used to be a hardcore coffee drinker, but matcha just hits different. It's like a gentle hug for your brain. If you haven't tried it yet, go get yourself one and thank me later. Or, let me know your go-to drink in the comments. I have this massive travel bucket list, but if I could hop on a plane tomorrow, I'd go straight to Iceland. I'm kind of obsessed with how otherworldly it looks. The waterfalls, the black sand beaches, and of course, the northern lights. I literally have a Pinterest board dedicated to dreamy Icelandic landscapes. Traveling always inspires me creatively, and honestly, I feel like Iceland would just unlock a whole new level of inspiration. Have any of you been? Let me know what's at the top of your dream travel list because I'm always down to add more places. So, here's a random skill. I can wiggle my ears, like actually move them without touching them. I discovered it when I was a kid and thought it was the coolest thing ever. Now, it just makes people laugh when I randomly bust it out during awkward silences. It's not gonna win me any awards, but hey, it's the little things that make us unique, right? Do you have any hidden talents? I want to hear about the weirdest ones in the comments. Let's make this the most random talent show ever. When it comes to TV shows, nothing beats a good rewatch of The Office. I know it's basic, but there's just something about the awkward humor and those lovable characters that never gets old. I could literally quote entire episodes. It's my go-to background noise when I'm editing, cleaning, or just need to laugh after a long day. If you're an Office fan, you get it. And if you're not, maybe give it a shot and see if you get hooked. But no judgment if it's not your thing. One of my favorite childhood memories is building blanket forts with my cousins during sleepovers. We'd drag every pillow and blanket we could find and create these epic castles in the living room. Then we'd stay up way too late telling ghost stories and eating snacks. I think those nights really sparked my love for creativity and making something out of nothing. Plus, who doesn't love a good pillow fort? I might be an adult now, but I'll never say no to a cozy blanket castle. My family heritage is a pretty wild mix. Think a little bit of everything. We've got Irish, Italian, and a sprinkle of French in the recipe. It makes family gatherings super fun, especially when it comes to food. So much pasta, you guys. We love sharing stories about where we come from, and it's cool to feel connected to so many different cultures. Plus, it gives me an excuse to celebrate pretty much every holiday with extra enthusiasm. What's your family story? I'd love to hear about it. Let's talk pets. I'm a huge cat person. There's just something about their little personalities that cracks me up. My cat is basically the queen of the house, and honestly, she knows it. She's got a whole attitude, but also loves cuddles when it suits her. I swear, cats are secretly comedians with their weird quirks and sassy stares. If you're a pet person, tell me all about your furry friends in the comments. Bonus points for sharing cute pics. One of my biggest dreams is to play a sold-out show in a city I've never visited before. There's something magical about sharing music with a crowd of strangers and feeling instantly connected. That energy is just unreal. Every time I get a little closer to that goal, I get this mix of nerves and pure excitement. I'm all about chasing dreams, even if they seem a little wild. What's a dream you're working towards right now? Give me autumn weather any day. Cool, crisp air, cozy sweaters, and the smell of pumpkin spice everything. There's just something about fall that makes me want to light a candle, put on my favorite playlist, and get creative. If I could, I'd probably live somewhere where it's always fall. The colors, the vibes, the whole energy. Chef's kiss. Are you a summer, winter, spring, or fall person? Let me know. One of my favorite quotes is, "Do what you can with what you have, where you are." It's just a nice reminder that you don't have to have it all figured out to start something. Sometimes you just have to take the first step and trust the process. I keep it on a sticky note by my desk as a little motivation booster. What's your go-to quote or saying? I'm always looking for new ones to add to my inspo wall. My favorite color changes with my mood, but lately, I've been all about sage green. It's just so calming and reminds me of nature and fresh starts. Plus, it looks good on literally everything, from notebooks to hoodies to nail polish. I have way too many things in this shade, but I have zero regrets. What's your color obsession right now? I'm not exactly a pro athlete, but I love playing tennis with friends. It's the perfect mix of competition and just goofing around. Plus, it's a great excuse to get outside and move. I'm definitely not winning any trophies anytime soon, but honestly, half the fun is just laughing at our terrible serves and dramatic celebrations. What's your favorite way to stay active? Okay, time for an embarrassing story. Once I tripped over absolutely nothing during a live show and totally wiped out. Like full-on cartoon-style fall. The crowd gasped. But honestly, I just had to laugh at myself. Moments like that are humbling, but they also make for the best stories later. So if you've ever had a clumsy moment, just know you're in good company. My favorite holiday has to be Halloween. I love any excuse to get creative with costumes and go all out with decorations. Plus, who doesn't love an endless supply of candy? There's just something magical about everyone getting into the spooky spirit. Do you have a go-to costume or favorite holiday tradition? Tell me all about it. Back in school, my favorite subject was always English. I loved getting lost in stories and writing my own little worlds. There's just something so satisfying about putting your thoughts on paper and seeing where your imagination takes you. It probably explains why I love making music and videos now. It's all storytelling in different forms. What was your favorite subject growing up? My all-time favorite music artist is Phoebe Bridgers. Her lyrics just hit different, and she has this way of making you feel like she's singing directly to your soul. When I need to feel all the feels, Phoebe is my go-to. Music is such a big part of my life, and I love discovering new artists or songs that make me see the world a little differently. Drop your favorite artist below. I need to expand my playlists. I hate to admit it, but I spend way too much time on Pinterest. I can lose hours scrolling through recipes, outfit ideas, and aesthetic mood boards. It's basically my digital happy place. It's such a great way to get inspired and find new ideas for literally anything. So, what's your most used app or website right now? My favorite way to relax is a low-key night in with a cozy blanket, a face mask, and a good playlist. There's just nothing better than unwinding after a long day and recharging your batteries. Self-care looks different for everyone, but for me, it's all about creating a calm space and just letting myself breathe. How do you like to unwind? When it comes to snacks, I have a serious weakness for popcorn, specifically kettle corn. It's the perfect mix of salty and sweet, and once I start, I cannot stop. It's kind of dangerous, honestly. Movie nights are basically an excuse for me to eat an entire bag by myself. So what's your ultimate snack? My favorite place to hang out is this little indie coffee shop near my place. It's got mismatched chairs, local art on the walls, and the best playlist ever. Plus, the barista knows my order by heart. Matcha, obviously. There's just something about the vibe that makes it the perfect spot to chill, read, or catch up with friends. Do you have a favorite hangout spot? If I could wear one thing forever, it would be oversized hoodies. They're just the ultimate comfort item, perfect for lazy days, long flights, or when you just want to feel like you're wrapped in a cloud. I probably own way too many, but they all have a special place in my heart and my closet. What's your go-to outfit when you want to be comfy? One of my favorite memories with friends is our spontaneous road trip to the beach. We packed snacks, made a playlist, and just drove with no plan. We ended up watching the sunset and laughing until our faces hurt. It's those unplanned adventures that always stick with me. If you've ever had a last-minute trip or hilarious adventure, tell me about it. If I had to pick a favorite thing about myself, it's my curiosity. I love asking questions and trying to figure out how things work. It keeps life interesting and helps me connect with people on a deeper level. It's easy to overlook your own strengths, but taking a minute to appreciate them is so important. What's your favorite thing about yourself? Share it with pride. On weekends, my favorite thing to do is go to flea markets and hunt for hidden gems. You never know what you'll find. Vintage teas, cool records, weird knickknacks. It's like a treasure hunt every time. Plus, it's the best way to spend time with friends and support local artists. What's your ideal weekend plan? I have a not-so-secret obsession with collecting enamel pins. Every city I visit, I try to grab a new one for my collection. There's such a fun way to remember places and moments. My jean jacket is basically a walking scrapbook at this point. Do you collect anything? I'd love to know what. I'm definitely not a master chef, but I love baking banana bread. There's just something so comforting about the smell of fresh bread in the oven. And honestly, it's my go-to recipe when I need a pick-me-up. Plus, it's super easy and you can add whatever you want. Chocolate chips, nuts, you name it. Do you have a favorite thing to bake? My favorite way to exercise is going for long walks while listening to podcasts. It's like a double shot of fresh air and inspiration, you know? I love exploring new neighborhoods and just letting my mind wander. It's not the most intense workout, but honestly, it's perfect for clearing your head and getting your steps in. What's your favorite way to move? When I want to watch something online, I'm all about documentary series, especially true crime or feel-good food shows. There's just something so fascinating about real-life stories and learning about the world through other people's experiences. If you have any recommendations, please send them my way. I'm always looking for my next binge watch. Lately, I've been super into learning about photography. There's just so much to discover. Lighting, angles, editing. It's like unlocking a new way to see the world. I love experimenting with my camera and trying to capture little moments that would otherwise slip by. What's something you're curious about right now? If I'm ever bored, I usually end up rearranging my room.